It's time for Sunbelt Conference Baseball on ESPN as we welcome you to Pete Taylor Park. It's Wednesday night baseball across the Sunbelt Conference here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The nationally ranked Southern Miss Golden Eagles playing host to the Southeastern Louisiana University Lions are in town. 31-9, both of these ball clubs off weekend series wins. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth tonight. I'm Jason Baker, alongside my color analyst Cliff Russum. And Cliff, for both these teams, as we mentioned, off series weekend wins. Already one time they've played, Golden Eagles won up the Lions a week ago on a Tuesday down in Hammond. Kind of makes the stakes a little higher here tonight.
Yeah, pretty wild one last week in Hammond. As you said, Jason, Southern Miss coming away with the win. But look, Southeastern, a huge emotional victory this weekend against a UT-RGV team. Huge conference matchup they had, as you mentioned, a series win. Southern Miss coming off a series win against Georgia State as well.
And as you look at the resumes of both of these ball clubs on the season recap for Southeastern, right, sitting at 54 RPI, 31-9, tied atop the Southland Conference. They're putting together a banner campaign.
Yeah, they have, no doubt about it. And look, this is a matchup, one of those midweek matchups that certainly you can circle as the committee starts looking at your resume at the end of the season. Make a difference in a postseason run or not.
The 7 straight road wins pretty significant. Here's why for Southern Miss. Their RPI sitting at 41, sitting at 27-13 on the year. 14 straight midweek home wins for this club. The last loss came against Ole Miss here.
Yeah, certainly. Look, Southern Miss has had so much success in these matchups right here. As we mentioned, a wild one last week against this Southeastern ball club. Jason should be in for a great one tonight.
Boy, it sure is. Winding down the stretch run of this college baseball regular season. It's an important one here tonight inside Pete Taylor Park. Lions batting order when we return. Lions batting order for Bobby Barbier's ball club. You know what's better than having one guy in Ryan Brome tied atop the Southland Conference in home runs? How about two guys doing it?
Yeah, really, Jason, that 2, 3, 4 hole right there for Southeastern. All those guys in double digits in home runs. A lineup very similar to this Southern Miss offense. They live kind of by the long ball right now specifically.
Yeah, 13th best home run hitting team in the country. That's better than Southern Miss in the batting order. It's a good arm on the mound tonight. We're not real sure why, but Graydon Harris gets the bump tonight for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, he does. We saw him here just a few days ago, Jason. He got the start Friday night. He's been put into that either Saturday or Sunday role for this rotation. Gets the nod here tonight. It's on Wednesday night.
Ben Higdon out in left field. Tucker Stockman returning back behind the dish for the Golden Eagles. It's Graydon Harris, the freshman left-hander who's been in the weekend rotation since game one, will kick and fire. Walked 15, struck out 30. This is lifted out to right center field. Drifting back is Monistere more towards right now. The second baseman will full count payoff pitch. This is up on the shoulder of 0-2. That's spotted up. Backdoor slide attempt. This is a ground ball right to Ozzie Pratt. He will shovel it to Monistere. Bang, bang play. At second base for the force out of Ryan Brome, and that's it for the Lions. Just a hit back. Christian Ostrander's batting order will look like this tonight. Ben Higdon out in left field. He earned that 3-homer day on Saturday. Davis Gillespie returns to the lineup, but in the 8-hole as the DH.
Yeah, look, certainly now with Davis Gillespie and what Ben Higdon did on Saturday, Jason, you even get more length in that lineup as well as just more pop. I like it.
Yeah, it's an all-conference selection, and Gillespie down in the 8-hole. Chase Ambrose is the sophomore. He's 6 feet, 204 pounds, out of Huntsville, Alabama. Had command issues in his freshman year, has tightened that up. He's been really good.
Yeah, you see his numbers there at the start last week against this Southern Miss team, Jason, and he's a guy that Coach Barbier told us. He said, hey, he's earned this, and he's been really good and so good that, hey, we don't expect to see him too long tonight, so we really need his arm available on the weekends as well.
Mo Little is the left fielder. He's a product out of Mississippi, Brandon High School, East Central Community College. Tonight's his first start out in left field. He's been primarily an infielder for this ball club for the Lions, but they have been over 102 at-bats. Chops this. Salvaggio charging it, misplays it. Out into shallow right field. Jake Cook heads up play, going to slide into second base. It's a slow roller out into.
kind of go back and look on as just big moments in the season. And certainly that swing a week ago.
Jump from Chase Ambrose on the first pitch for a strike. Fastball here, beat up the middle. Salvaggio will get to it. That's a 6-3 DP as he tags. Fastball here, hit sharply, picked up by Ryan Brome over at first base. He'll beat Carson to the bag. That's it for the first inning. No score, no hits for either club either. We'll press on to the top of the Golden Eagles. The night is done for Graydon Harris, just an inning of work. Now they're calling on another left-hander, Cross Sibley into the ball game, Cliff. So no doubt a pin game. You kind of see the pin already working behind Cross. As well, the junior left-hander out of Summerall, Mississippi, stepping in and entering this ball game.
Yeah, and certainly no surprise they come back with another lefty with 5 lefties in this lineup tonight, Jason. Cross Sibley gets the call here. Now we see a great staff.
Well, see, you played with him?
Did.
A little ground ball. This is right at Ozzie Pratt. He'll field it, fire. That's over to Russo in time. And there's one away. Second season as the head coach at Southeastern. Cross Sibley, sharp, puts the big bender into the zone. You were there.
Had a chance to get to know all 3 of them. Just awesome people, great coaches, and so really thankful for that relationship. Just great guys, and they've done a phenomenal job with all. And there's nothing like doing something really special in front of friends and family and people that you love and care about, and you know, the opportunity to lead the program and maybe have a chance to do that here is really unique and special for sure.
No doubt about it. Cross in inning. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Dre Barrett hits one sharply out to center field. That's Dane Watts who's there. He'll make the catch. There is not a unique man, and really the reality of college baseball as he hits the ground ball over to second base. Robichaux's got it over to first. I asked him post-game, were your parents?
Let's get players and staff, and then we'll worry about that later.
Sharply hit over to third base. Licciardi's throw skips off the turf. Tucker Stockman will be aboard. Spent his redshirt season behind Danny Lynch. He'll take a good walk here. I think that's why you saw Bobby Barbier out to that mound. Here's the ground ball. Hit right to Robichaux, the second baseman. Over to Brome, over at first. That's it for the 2-out rally for the Golden Eagles. We've played 2. No score between either of these. We'll be back
here early.
3 straight breaking balls. Peyton Woods goes with the third one out in the left field. Ben Higdon gets to it. It's a single. Mississippi's baseball player of the year a year ago, Ty Long, the freshman out of Ripley, Mississippi. He's been a right-hander. He started last Tuesday night down in Hammond in relief. He was supposed to start last night in a ball game that got canceled against the Tulane Green Wave. In here tonight, these guys. I mean, this is the reality. This is touched to deep center field. Jake Cook is there. Loud out as Jake Cook gets under it. For out long, he got that fly out to center field. Oh, we've got an Uncle Charlie siding the
guard looking for the fastball.
Slider here. This is hit to right field, out to Carson Pato. TJ Salvaggio, who struck out looking against Graydon Harris. And since last Tuesday, to be honest with you, 1-1. This is lifted, shallow center field. Jake Cook's coming on. He dropped the baseball on the exchange, and Southeastern's got a lead. An RBI single for Connor O'Neill. Plays Peyton Woods from third base. We're all the way around from second, rather. And it's curveball here. This is lifted out to center field. Jake Cook will gallop over. He'll make the catch, but not before. 3 hits for the Lions, lead to a run. They'll strand a couple. They possess the. They scored something like 490-plus runs in a high school baseball season and gave up.
It's, you know, and not to take it back too far, but lost to another really good team.
Yeah. Ambrose. Russo back up the middle. Jake Cook's trying to go first to third and will. This is hit sharply, back up the middle. That'll tie the ball game. Jake Cook will step on home, 1-1. An RBI single by Carson Pato.
Really good response from this offense, Jason, and just situational baseball right there. You've got infield back runner at third with less than 2 outs. You're just trying to put something in play, and he does it, finds the hole.
His club only get him home 53% of the time. Dre Barrett, a chopper. This will be grabbed by Licciardi. His throw is wide of first base. Carson Pato's picked it up. Travis Creel's waving him home. Play at the plate. Nowhere close. Carson Pato steps on home. The Golden Eagles have the lead on the throwing error as Dre Barrett's aboard up at second base with it as well.
We've kind of talked about that foul territory over there, Jason, and once that ball gets past Brome at first base, just so much territory over there allows Pato to come around and score easily.
Defense a little bit. Licciardi, who is the third baseman, is not your prototypical third baseman. Ben Higdon, a chopper that's picked up by Ryan Brome, tosses it to Chase Ambrose, but the Golden Eagles get 2 runs on a couple of hits. An error was made as the lights come on for Tuesday night midweek college baseball action. And as anticipated, Chandler Best into this ball game, the senior left-hander out of Mobile, Alabama, now throwing for the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. Yeah, you've been a player, right, looking towards postseason as Chandler Best punks the first man and Dane either, to be honest with you, but that's how it is. Chandler Best, 4 pitches, a walk. Camden Sundstrom, the freshman out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, into this ball game. Sinker slider kind of guy. Cliff, that when really good, when on, can be really, really good out of this pin. Coley. 1-2. This is chopped to Dre Barrett. Oh, what a pick! What a play! Stepped on the back. 0-2. Big cut again. Tucker Stockman will pick it up, tag it. It's a strike for Camden Sundstrom. Gets the double play and a strikeout. That's the top half of the 4th.
Retained him in this NIL day of age, and certainly has shown that on the field as well.
I was too chicken to do it today. As takes another one here, sees the pitch up. New pitcher is a freshman, Truett Webb, out of Paris, Tennessee, enters this ball game. Does Truett? He's a guy who's been used in 11 appearances already on the season. Tonight, his 12th appearance on the year. He inherits a runner in and out here in this bottom of the 4th inning. So Chase Ambrose, Truett Webb's first pitch, running fastball. Gillespie taking off. Is the play complete? It is. With fastball. There's the slider from Truett Webb. Down goes Ozzie Pratt. That's it for the Golden Eagles here in the bottom half of 4. Southern Miss leading this one 2-1. Got my good buddies of the 11.7 College Baseball Podcast campaigning for a 2-bid Southland League. Ozzie Pratt catches this pop out. 2-2. This is touched out to left field. Ben Higdon's back shy of the track. He'll make the catch.
Ball game here, but it's something that, as we said in the opening, you can just put on that resume.
Salvaggio lines out to Nick Monistere. Golden Eagles holding on to a 2-1 lead. They're coming to bat when we return to Hattiesburg. It was a rare one earlier tonight back in the 3rd. The 0-1. As he gets underneath this one, tunnels it up out into right field. On a long run in. 1-1. Russo skies this again. Back behind home plate. Connor O'Neill has shed his mask. Textbookly done by Connor O'Neill. That's it for the Golden Eagles. 3 up, 3. I've been trying to figure out what it was. I had never seen any of that summer. Ground ball right here up the middle. Pratt's to Monistere. Over to Russo. 6-4-3 DP for 2 away.
Olerud's small helmet. It was full ear, huge batting helmet, and that was something else.
Just tell me, did it have a mask?
No mask.
Oh, gosh, dang it, I wish it did. That's it for the top of the 6th. More Little League memories on Youth League. To go find a Little League photo of Carson Pato for the Van Cleve All-Stars. 2-2. That's the fastball. Let her hydrate.
Line up, but he's a guy who just waited around on his opportunity. Certainly took advantage of it this weekend as he gets the punch out right there.
Truett Webb strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down. Webb has set down 7 in a row since entering this ball game. To Pete Taylor Park, Hill Denson Field. Another pitcher into this ball game for Southern Miss. The 6th of the night for the Golden Eagles. It's Brooks Willoughby, and a product of Warren Central High School out of Vicksburg. We mentioned his high school earlier. Won a state title. First state title for Warren Central and the Vikings since they beat Cliff back in his high school career. Brooks Willoughby into this ballgame. 2023 in that final weekend of Scott Berry's tenure. Brooks Willoughby.
You're exactly right. I mean, he's already shown that he has the ability to pitch those big moments, those big innings for a club who certainly, you know, let's call it what it is looking for another guy outside of Colby Allen and Landon Payne, who's been really good as a fastball, Jason. And what I was just talking about, when he can't command the fastball, he can't really go to the frisbee that we've seen him use for punch outs. And you know, it's when he gets that fastball.
Runner goes, pitch is swung on. This is out in the right field. Carson Pato dropped the baseball. Jake Cook's gonna pick it up. His throw home is cut off, and the Lions have tied it up. Peyton Charlie choked up on the bat. 3-2. This is hammered down to left field line. Back is Higdon. Back is the baseball. It's gone. A 2-run home run, the first of the year, as Licciardi got to the baseball 377 feet later, and the Lions have a 4-2 lead here in the top of the 7th.
Josh Ott, just for the second hitter in a row, Jason, he falls behind 3-0, works himself back to a full count, but just gets into that count where he has to throw the fastball, and Licciardi was waiting on it and didn't miss it.
Oh boy, the changeup out of the pocket. And right back up the middle goes Salvaggio, a 2-out single. At the moment right now, Southeastern Louisiana's got all the momentum. Michael Fowler has entered this ball game, the senior out of Trustville, Alabama, the right-hander. But it's the 2-run homer by Licciardi at the moment, Cliff, that's been the difference in this ball game.
Yeah, we said it, you know, off air. You and I were talking. Josh Ott just falling behind in the count and got himself into a couple situations for him. There was rhythm. You know, he seemed to get in a little quicker pace to where he.
Michael Fowler from the stretch fastball lifted up out in the right field. Carson Pato drifting towards that Lion pen. He'll make the catch and foul ground. And that's it for Southeastern, but not before they get 3 runs. Barbier's making a call to his pin. Nick Gisclair is into this ball game for Southeastern. You see the double barrel action happening down behind him as well for the Lion bullpen. Now's the time it gets real, Cliff, here in the back half of this 7th inning and on. 9 outs for the Golden Eagles left remaining in this. Punched out as Tucker Stockton on the 2-seamer. And Gillespie going the other way with power. Oh, right off the mugshots, grill and bar sign. Gillespie stands up at second base with a double. Gisclair's ready. Fastball that Pratt's going to hammer out to Parker Coley, the right fielder. First read had Gillespie sort of breaking toward Jay Cook. Slow roller. This will be a foot race. He beat it out. Gillespie scores. An RBI infield single. Caleb Howell enters this ball game, the sophomore 6'6" right-hander out of Denham Springs, Louisiana. He has been really good for the Lions this season. A guy with a 4.01 ERA, making his 13th appearance of the season. 24 2/3 innings of work in relief so far, Cliff.
Yeah, he's
right field. And Monistere swinging at the first pitch, lifts it to center. Back is Dane Watts on the warning track. He'll make the catch, and that's it for the 7th inning, but not before the Golden Eagles get a run on a couple of hits. Allen's into this ball game, the junior out of Louisville, Mississippi. I looked to you a moment ago and said, probably seeing Allen, probably seeing Payne tonight for the Golden Eagles. I would right count to Dane Watts. There's the slider. That one's punched to the belt. Here's a slider. Deuce ground ball over to Matthew Root. 1-2. He'll go with a fastball this time. Gets Parker Coley swinging. 3 up, 3 down. Old Mo trying to creep into that dugout of the black and gold. They're coming to bat when we return. For the Lions of Southeastern, Luke Barbier, the senior from Morgan City, Louisiana. They're going lefty here as you've got Russo, Pato, and then Dre Barrett up for the Golden Eagles. It would probably also set up if he could retire the first 2. You'd probably see maybe Brady St. Pierre, who's up and throwing for Southeastern, who's been a high-leverage closer for this ball club for the Lions as well.
Yeah, he's certainly the guy they want to get to, but you nailed it, lefty on lefty here. They're playing the matchups. In the scout report, I'm unsure of what he's most comfortable with. It goes back to the fastball, but that's exactly.
See what he chooses here to Carson. He goes curveball. It missed inside. Aiden Vosberg is into the ball game out of Jara, Louisiana. The senior right-hander, chess being played inside Hill Denson Field. Pete Taylor Park in here tonight. It's got you and I up here having conversations on top of conversations. This is why Christian Ostrander, Bobby Barbier, these two guys, these are why these teams are where they're at right now. They're putting their pieces together, trying to sync this thing up and figure out how to slam a door, my man.
Yeah, 100%. And what else with it?
Seth, beautifully, masterfully done. Vosberg's throw is in time, half a step. Strikeout from Aiden Vosberg. 3-1 missed upstairs. Gillespie gets the RBI off the free pass. We're tied up at 4 apiece at Pete Taylor Park, and the bases still loaded for Ozzie Pratt. For this club down the stretch, Will Gillespie. Pratt trying to sneak one over the first base bag, but sliding over to make the stop. A beautiful play was Gray Rowlett, but the Golden Eagles, they get a run without a hit. We've got the 1-2 to Peyton Woods. 1-2 fastball. This is hit. Seth Smith, fair territory. He'll fire to Russo, who picks it off the turf in time. Nice play by Seth Smith. And there's slider, boy, that. Yeah, fastball. This is hammered. Right to Jake Cook, though, at the wall to make the catch. That was 99 off the bat of TJ Salvaggio. A walk given up, but that was it for the Lions. 2-1. Jake Cook pulls it. Rowlett's got it. Steps on the bag in front of Jake Cook. There's one away. 2-0, hanging slider. Nick Monistere, has he done it again? Oh! Midweek magic at the Pete Taylor Park. A walk-off home run for Nick Monistere. He got a slider at the knees, and he didn't miss it, Cliff.
2 weeks in a row now, he's broken the hearts of the Southeastern club. Jason, and you had just said it, is he going to get a pitch to handle? You know, certainly you don't want to give him a free base right there, but they come at him and he makes them pay.
What a night at the park, my man. Isn't college baseball fun?
Man, that's a fun one. You know what else is a lot better after a win is a bus ride, as this team loads the bus tonight at midnight to head to Boone.
They'll do it off a Nick Monistere walk-off home run. It's the 17th straight game with a homer for the Golden Eagles. By the way, Southeastern Louisiana was 20-1 when leading after 8. Their 2 losses have been to Southern Miss, and they've been to the hands and the barrel of Nick Monistere. For Cliff Russum, for Marty Wyndham. 2-0, hanging slider. Nick Monistere, has he done it again? Oh! Midweek magic at the Pete Taylor Park. A walk-off home run for Nick Monistere. He got a slider at the knees, and he didn't miss it, Cliff.
2 weeks in a row now, he's broken the hearts of the Southeastern club. Jason, and you had just said it, is he going to get a pitch to handle? You know, certainly you don't want to give him a free base right there, but they come at him and he makes them pay.
What a night at the park, my man. Isn't college baseball fun?
Man, that's a fun one. You know what else is a lot better after a win is a bus ride, as this team loads the bus tonight at midnight to head to Boone.
They'll do it off a Nick Monistere walk-off home run. It's the 17th straight game with a homer for the Golden Eagles. By the way, Southeastern Louisiana was 20-1 when leading after 8. Their 2 losses have been to Southern Miss, and they've been to the hands and the barrel of Nick Monistere. For Cliff Russum, for Marty Wyndham, I'm Jason Baker. Special thank you to our entire production camera crew. They got set up today fighting the weather. Lee Field's the best producer at this I've ever worked with. And I tell you what a night at Pete Taylor Park. Hill Denson Field here tonight as that man, Nick Monistere, continues his red-hot ways. He walks it off with a solo blast here in the bottom of the 9th inning. You've been watching Sun Belt Conference Baseball on ESPN.